Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we're gonna try it. Some druid just went invisible right next to me. So hopefully he's not just gonna wait here and try to chaos me. The assassin PH is due pretty soon. So I actually got really lucky. The guy who was camping this, Pope, you guys might recognize him. He chats in the stream a lot. He was here. And I was like, hey dude, would you mind if I try to solo the assassin? And he was willing to hook me up. So he's let me take this camp to get an assassin attempt. Hopefully it will pop quickly and we'll get out of here. Outside help would be if he was still up top here and helped me kill it, sir. How you doing, Riker? I've got my buffs nice and split, so I don't have to cast the full set of buffs every couple minutes here. Just one every now and then. Nice. You didn't quest it, right? You just killed him? Or did you do the quest? I don't think... What? That's crazy. I didn't think you could finish it in Classic. I thought you had to wait till Kunark to finish it. Yeah, so this Druid's gonna try to cast me here. What pick is this? We are in pick number 4. He's blue to me. I don't know if he can out DPS me on an undead mob. But it will kind of take the fun out of trying to solo it. Should have had IVU, nerd. He says that he is not going to try to cast me. He just wanted to see if there was a bag rotting. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Well, he's about to get killed by this knight, so I guess that works. Crisis averted. I don't know if I can kill this mob, though. I think this is the Assassin PH. I came here right after an assassin died. So that's gotta be the Assassin PH right there. I've got like 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, that's the PH spot. Yeah, it's not going good. This guy hits for 80s. Should be good now. Fighting a yellow con is pretty sketch. What I really want is for him to stop interrupting me. Here we go. Now I need to med enough mana before another mob pops, just to IVU myself. Alright, there's IVU. That was 5% off of 1 kill there. Hey Knots, it looked like I got exactly 5. So when I tested it before this, it appeared to be 7% Riker. But that was at like level 1 through 10. It wouldn't surprise me if the EXP cap changed once you got out of like the newbie levels. Mace, just so you saw, our druid pal got killed by the first mob that spawned. Whoa, Sussy Poo with the raid. What's going on, dude? Thank you so much for the raid, bro. Hey, so if this is your first time tuning into our stream here, I am Zaide, and I'm doing a 1 through 50 solo Paladin run. The run is solo self-found, which means all my loot and gear and everything comes only from things that I craft, quest myself, or have looted from mobs I've soloed, and it's permadeath. So if we die, game over. We're kind of in a tight spot here because we're camping assassin, and we're not going to be full mana in time for the next pop. Rip Sussy, shown no love. Yes, this is the assassin. I'm trying to get it, guys. One of our buddies here from the chat was camping the guys, and he had just killed the assassin, and I said, hey dude, would you be willing to let me try to solo the assassin? And he happily gave me some space to give it a go. We actually just had a PH spawn for the assassin. It was a yellow con, and we killed it. It was close, but got it done. I'm gonna cast center, and the moment I do, before I get IVU back up, this guy's gonna spawn. All right, we survived. Oh yeah, gotta go old models. Whoa, Riker. Thank you so much for that gift sub. Congrats, Sussy Poo. He tried to cast Resolution on me, but I have Resolution blocked. He actually landed Neltron, actually. I think they're just gonna take this camp. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Doesn't look good. I've got to block this. And now use my own symbol. Thanks for the mana loss. I think it's pick 4. Did I say 2? That's my bad, Maze. Sorry about that. So for the people who are wondering what he's talking about, there's a supplier corpse right here, but I didn't kill the supplier, so I can't loot the bag that's on the corpse. No exceptions. Looks like these are gapped enough for us to actually get pretty much full mana. Hopefully the next mob that spawns is not a yellow con. The assassin and sup actual like spawns are perfectly split, 15 minutes apart. Acrylia Caverns. So Acrylia Caverns is actually where my static group did, what do we do, like 40 to 60 there on the Cello launch. So that's where we got the server first 60s. Or sorry, the first full group of people to 60. But as for like the old ring events, I actually don't know a lot. I know that they've been bugged for a long time and you can't do them anymore. I never got to personally experience them, but I really want to. Not if I can't kill him. We're gonna try to root him and run, I guess. If he spawns with the mask and not the dagger, I should be good. If he spawns with the dagger, we'll know right away that we need to run. The only thing that sucks is that I walked into this opportunity and I do not have my slow hammer on me. Because with the slow hammer, I'm 100% positive I could do it. We did just kill a yellow con, and the assassin is a white con to me. And since he's a rogue class, he'll have lower HP. I think we have a shot. Has Kadishah been nerfed? No, it's my hammer is in the shared bank, because I was expecting to run into another Lanuga, and I didn't want to have a collision for lore and kind of like blow some plat. But I didn't expect to run into the opportunity, you know, to camp the assassin. So here we are. Thank you very much, Maze. Big Maze showing some love. I'm not sure if he will nuke her. You're probably right. But I choose to dream. I choose to hope. So the supplier PH should spawn, I don't know, in the next minute or two. There's 30 people in this zone, which has slowed the spawn timer down a bit. But he's about to hit 22 minutes. What's up, Whoopa? What's going on, dude? Hey, Magic, how's it going, bro? We're trying to get that Guise of the Deceiver. Hopefully we don't get upgraded to a Ranger for trying this camp. It's kind of crazy at our level. We've had 1 PH. Actually, I'm a little worried because I know we have 1 mob before the supplier PH. They might be a little too close together. Hopefully, super hopefully it's a blue con. We're gonna do our AC buff right now down here, just in case. Since our mana is full anyway, it's kind of a waste not to refresh it. It's at 4 minutes. Gotta love that ladder animation. Yeah, the zone actually gets bogged down apparently, and it makes it run a little bit slower. Like, that's not a classic original feature. It's not even an intentional feature. It's just because like Daybreak servers are kind of terrible right now. It like clogs up the zone. So yeah, we're really only here hoping to get an attempt at an assassin. I think a supplier would kill us, but I'm willing to give it a shot if I have lay on hands up. I think the first indicator we'll see of whether or not the hardware upgrade will impact us as players is Grizzly is going to be on the zone timers. All right, we got an even con. Seems very doable. I was gonna say I should pull him down in case the next one pops. Right as I was thinking that, he ghoul-rooted me. And there we go. Now we're in trouble. Is this it? I think I'm good. Oh, I almost didn't get LOH off because I was stunned. So now we've got a good chunk of time before the assassin PA. This guy's blue, we should have no real problem killing this. But I really, really wanted to have lay on hands up for the assassin. So we'll get this guy kind of low, and then I'm just going to root him here for a minute. Actually, we're still actually in kind of a tough spot here. We're gonna bail out. Pope, I think that one is all you for right now. The camp, I'm gonna go back and try to get my hammer and come back with a hammer so I can slow. Thank you for the opportunity there. Oh, that's really bad. As long as nothing warps, we'll be fine. Whew. Yeah, so we're gonna go get our Midnight Mallet, and then we won't have to worry about things like that. Oh snap, look, it's Riker. What's up, Riker? Grats on the robe again. Yeah, man, that was tough. That was, you know, it was just a classic. It's kind of like in Dark Souls when you are so close to killing the boss and you're like, I'll swing twice, and then you die. I should have just pulled that mob straight down and fought him at the bottom, and then we wouldn't have had the ad. We would have maintained the camp, no problem. But it's because we thought we could race it and we would be fine that we're paying the price. The strongest class for this would definitely be Necromancer. Pally's not even close to like strong. It's weak on, like we chose Pally to be weak on purpose. Hey, Tamina, how's it going, dude? We were camping the assassin. We did one spawn cycle and promptly had to run. So we'll be back in a little bit. We're going to get our Midnight Mallet from the bank, and we'll come back and try again if it's still around, if it's still open. Yeah, I'm non-KOS on live side. I've basically never killed the living Froglock, and I'm doing that just so it'll be a little bit easier when I go to do the Shinlord. Nicely, Ock. Is that hard, or has it been pretty simple and easy? I've only given Linuga 3 rubies. I've got 2 ready, but I haven't been able to find her up again. Or did we turn in... I think we did one more on stream the other day, so maybe a total of 4, I think. We've got 2 here and enough money to buy about 2 more. If I sell, I think we can get 2 more. Actually, no. You trying to get the idol maze? Yeah, she's got like a spawn cycle. I don't know what the spawn cycle is, but I don't feel like camping her, you know what I mean? I find that it's not too rare to just kind of see her up when you're running through. Whoa, whoa, a very loving robot, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, the EXP rates are really nice. Mr. Jones, she has, she's got her own faction. We came out here one day and we farmed 9 or 10 Troll Slayers, which give positive faction with Lanuga, and that's how we were able to trade with her. But originally she was KOS to me. C. Goodman, that local lore. Okay. Really quick for the people who just showed up, if you haven't watched this stream before, we're doing a solo self-found Paladin run. We're doing Paladin 1 through 50, no groups, no buffs, no ports. All of our gear is crafted by us, quested by us, or it comes from mobs that we have soloed. We're currently level 35, and we recently just abandoned our first attempt at the Assassin Supplier Camp. We were trying to get a mask. We're going to the bank to get my Midnight Mallet, which is in my bank, so that we can come back and give it another shot with some slow. Hey Whoopa man, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so C. Goodman, I saw that you redeemed a local lore. Are you looking for Guck lore, or are you looking for like Inethul Swamp lore? Alright, the swamp. I'm not sure how much lore we have in the swamp, but I'll talk about what I know. So obviously the name represents the two gods that the trolls can worship, Inaruk and Khazak-Thul. Maybe they can worship Ralazek as well, but they don't pay homage to him in the same way. So this swamp is named after them. The trolls were created by Khazak-Thul. Nevertheless, many of them, especially the Shadow Knights, still choose to worship Ini. Now, the trolls are one of the less intelligent races, but that's not like the other playable race that's unintelligent. The ogre, of course, was part of the Relosian Empire, which invaded the plane of Earth, and then they were eventually cursed for doing that by the other gods. One of their curses was a reduction in their mental faculties, right? The trolls were not the same way. They were just created less intelligent. But they boast enhanced regeneration, so pretty powerful still. There's a big motif of pirates with the trolls, which you see later on with Legacy of Yakesha, when we go to like some of those zones in there. But we see hints of that early on with mobs like Lanuga, who is on like Broken Skull faction. And the stuff that we see, even in Legacy of Yakesha, is hinted at all the way back in Classic EQ. Most of you guys are familiar with the Yak, the short sword of the Yakesha. So that part of the world was kind of designed, at least from a lore perspective, even back in 1999. Yeah, the hand in for Lanuga Lear is like a casino gold ticket item. It's you're just handing in a ruby and you're pulling the slot machine lever, you know what I mean? You get lucky or you don't. Hey Kensu, I picked Pally because I wanted it to be very challenging, but I wanted it to still be potentially entertaining to watch. Yeah, there's a little blurb in chat there that has kind of the best write-up on exactly why I was choosing Pally. I would love to do a Shadow Knight run, but I think Feign Death would have kind of trivialized a big part of the excitement that we get from doing a Permadeath run here. Yeah, Whoopa, we're doing 1 through 50, so we are finally ironing everything out. It looks like in order to better accommodate some of our West Coast folks, we are going to kick off the stream at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, and then we're going to go for however long it takes to reach maximum level. So please tune in. You can watch it at Keebs' channel, my channel, A Very Loving Robot, or Bobby Bick. I think we're all going to be streaming at different times. Sometimes we'll stream at the same time. It's up to each individual streamer what they cover. You'll get to see different perspectives of the grind, but the one thing you'll be guaranteed to see if you are able to stick it out for the whole thing is you'll be able to see exactly what it is we do to power grind as fast as possible 1 through 50. Man, I don't know how I feel about camps anymore now that people just like walk by and charm mobs I'm fighting. Yeah, Ranger would be awesome. So like I think Ranger would be a lot harder in the beginning, but in the middle range, it would become more powerful. Being able to track, being able to kite, having more DPS through your melee and your spells would be really good. Dual wielding would be good, but the huge game changers would be Snare and Spirit of Wolf. So like the whole time we've been leveling up, when I have to root something and then fight it, that's 20% that I have to fight, you know? Because like normally mobs run at 20%. And then if I root them, they'll fight to the death. But if you snare them, they just try to run and fail for that rest of the 20%. So there's some gains there. But definitely there are way fewer weapon options that are easily acquired at the low levels for Ranger. So I would... There's a few like low-level rare magic weapons you can try to get as a ranger. I'd probably tool around with one of those until I got one. There's like that one in Lesser Fate Arc. There's one in Butcher Block Mountains. And then I would ride that until I got to the mid-teens or the low 20s, and I would use that to catapult myself into a polished granite tomahawk. From there, in the mid-20s, I would work on the Sword of Morin. I'd have to do the Ghoul Messenger in West Karana. I'd kind of run it that way. Yeah, there is... What is that called? Like, it's like a spear, right? Everil? Yeah, the Orc Impaler. It depends on the one-hander. I think, you know what, as a large race, like, you could just use Slam, right? So you don't even need to throw the bash cycle in there like I do. Maybe just to have one in your back pocket if you want to mess around with one. I think if I was a Shadow Knight, I would quest for the Rage War Maul. It's a 1646 with 15 magic resist, two-hand blunt. I think that'd be fun. It's a nice flavorful quest. One of our viewers yesterday was talking about the blued two-handed hammer. That is probably the best two-hander in Classic that I could get outside of like a Myth two-hander, which I could maybe get at like 50. I probably couldn't even solo a Myth two-hander at 50. The Sword of Morin, Gypsy Princess. Or Gypsy Prince, whoops. A good spot for early plat would be, you could farm those guards in Nectulus Forest. They drop the bronze swords pretty much all the time. I think there's 5 guards you can kill at a relatively low level. That's good plat. Dude, I know. This Freeport's killing me. So we're going to get our mallet, and then we're going to go back. Lanuga's going to be up. We're going to turn in our rubies, and we're going to get like 3 lore conflicting messages for mallets. Bandit sashes are super good, but you might have some trouble turning those in if you're evil, since it's with the pallies. I don't know if Nightbright Sisters are good at EXP right now. My understanding is they wanted to bring it more in line with how Freeport appeared in EverQuest 2. I'm not a big EQ2 player, so if there's one in the chat, you guys can back me up or tell me I'm wrong on that. But it was also a time in EQ's lifespan where they were just upgrading a lot of zones, quote, upgrading them. You know what? We'll go all in. Should be able to buy rubies down by the Monks Guild. Hey, Umni, thank you for the follow. If we can't kill the assassin and the supplier with 6 light healing potions, a midnight mallet, and lay on hands, we don't deserve to fight those mobs. Yeah, EQ3 got canceled. Honestly, like, I was looking at the, you know, when I watched those EQ3 trailers, I was not super impressed. I was always like turned off by the graphical style right from the beginning. Like the Vashir looked like a big Tony the Tiger. Wonder if one of these guys has some general supplies. Yeah. I should just buy some food while we're out here. Yeah, clarity's better. Even at 50, I think. It took me to the furthest general supply merchant possible. I would rather just hope I run into one. Dang, Riker, that's crazy. You're making me feel bad. I should have just stayed there. I mean, the assassin is a pretty common mob for named mob, and the mask is his common drop, and we have a 75% rare bonus. You know what I mean? So, like, shouldn't be super hard to find one. So, like, they made Freeport so big, but half of it is just empty. Dude, the signs are the worst. I get caught on every sign. Hey, Agumbra, you should. It's a nice casual kind of grind. You'll get to support the real EQ financially, ever so slightly. Slow zone times. Rip, why is it not letting me chat while I auto run? So there are 5 general chats, but general 5's not full. Yeah, I miss the old East Freeport where it was just like West Freeport. You hit the zone line like 2 feet outside the gate in East Freeport now. Yeah, it does work out that way. North Row is like the only non-dungeon zone I know of right now that has a Zem. It has a 12% zone experience modifier. If AC is up, we cry because we have 48 minutes on lay on hands. Pretty confident I can't kill him without LOH. I mean, I'd give it a shot, I guess. You know what? I would engage him, and I would anticipate someone else trying to DPS race me at some point and hoping that I could get like 50% in. You could see a Zem list if you type !Zem. No thanks, Spec. Unfortunately, it's just part of the TLP experience we have to accept. I mean, like, if someone is obviously trying to assist me, we'll just bail out, you know what I mean? But we've had a few times where people DPS raced us. Fortunately, it's always on, like, trash mobs, you know? I feel like zone times are kind of bad right now. Spec, you just right click the buff, and then there'll be like, add this spell to the list of block buffs like that. You click it. You can actually open up the tab, and if you know the spell name perfectly, you can just type it in. Go to block buffs like that, and you can just add it. The worst for me are cleric buffs, because like I try not to block too many because they are my own buffs eventually as well. And then sometimes clerics will come up and they'll just hit me with like some higher level version of my own buff, which I then have to remove, and then I lose the mana and I have to recast my buff. I said, dude, right, Nuker? I wish. You know, I don't think it hurt, only because... Ooh, that Basher will wreck our day. Could have been a run killer right there. It didn't hurt to block Spirit Wolf, only because this character has never tasted the glory of Spirit Wolf. If I felt it just one time, I'm sure it would be terrible. You know, after we do this marathon stream on Saturday, playing this character is going to hurt so much. Because, like, on Saturday's run, we're going to use speed pots the whole time. I'll never not have pots on. And then I'm going to play this, and it's going to be like I'm moving through Jello, just trying to walk. I'm going to be a mage. Right? I'll just farm Watchman's Boots over and over. Yeah, Mr. Jones, I think if I found an AC up, I could get J Boots. If I found an AC and no one killed it, like KS me on it, I think I could kill it. Same thing, you know, with a hammer, slowing it and having my backup heals and lay on hands and playing it perfectly, basically, I think we could kill him. Training will get you suspended if you get caught, but it's really hard to prove. Basically, there has to be a video of you doing it, or the GM has to witness it, or you have to say, I'm going to train you now, right before you do it, and then the person reports that line of text. Unless maybe now that we have like supposedly more active GMs that are a bit more proactive about it, but I would be surprised. Can enchanters charm the ancient Cyclops? I assumed it was tagged as rare. I'm not sure, Goro. It works for me. That's what I'm doing. Have you tried? So I think I had a problem initially. If you're putting patch me inside the quotes instead of outside the quotes, that could be it. You have to maybe try either or. I'm not sure which one is correct. Yeah, we would do the South Row Ancient Cyclops. We definitely couldn't do the Ocean of Tears one. Good, it's good to hear that, Zarlin. Yeah. The thing is, like, there can be multiple zoos up at the same time. So I can kind of see why he's not flagged as rare. Also, he doesn't really drop anything relevant. But he should be flagged non-charmable regardless, I think. Yeah, but those are just kind of like cash drops. Goro, the deleting of the files is just for the spell effects. It's not for bypassing the patcher. Are you still camping the assassin, Riker? Hey, I do. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you. Glad to see you here, dude. It's been a long time. Test was a lot of fun. Yeah, Superman, that sounds really strange. See, the thing is that every time you run the launcher, it validates your game files. So even if there was a problem with your tox file, it should get fixed every time you rerun the launcher. So the self-imposed progression, every expansion was different. We just basically like we went to the next one whenever we wanted, whenever we felt like we were done with the content. So some expansions were like a month, some were much longer. The only stipulation was we had to kill every single raid mob. So like even the really dumb raid mobs that you never do on TLP servers, like weird stuff in GOD or Omens, like Woshi and Kellerekdar. But we made it all the way up to, I want to say House of Thule. Underfold or House of Thule. And every summer while we did that, we did it for 2 years, I want to say. Maybe 2.5 years. Every summer during that time period, we would go back and redo Classic through Planes of Power as kind of like a fun summer thing. It's really weird because clearing or like reinstalling the game should fix any problem. But EQ is old and buggy. Who knows what it could be?
You're listening to Radio Cutman.
Yeah, spawn times are like super long right now. That could have a big effect on our marathon stream that's coming up. Just having those terrible spawn times. You know what? Actually, Superman, there's like a weird thing that'll happen with your UI files that can cause crashing in some areas. I want you to delete your UI file. Let me look this up. Delete all your Aridune character name.ini files and see if that helps. So like mine would be Zaide SSF, Aridune. It would be like Aridune.Zaide SSF, ini, or the reverse. I forget the exact naming convention. It might be that, dude. Try it out. And don't worry, deleting them is just going to make it so that when you log in, like all your UI settings are back to default, which kind of sucks, but it's only a couple minutes to fix that. Okay. If it didn't work the first time, probably no dice there. I love when root lasts a really long time. On the plus side, if you had to pick any zone to not work, it would be Tox. You know, it's not Common Lands, it's not Guk or Nectulis or like Unrest or something, you know what I mean? It's way out of the way. You just got to race change to Erudite and Origin to Payneal. What's up, cool butt? These live-side frogs should jump in and help me out. I'm defending Guck. I am dubious. We'll check after this kill. Gotta do it. Don't lie to me, Maze. Don't get my hopes up like that, sir. You should be able to use the return home function if you have a character actively stuck in Tox Forest. We are 238 points to apprehensive. Or 119 undead froglock kills at this current rate. Okay, if it's grayed out. Hey, Superman, thanks for the sub. Sorry I am not more helpful with your technical issues right now. Very much appreciate your subscription, though. Gladgad, thank you so much for the follow. Ooh, Whoopa, I'm not trying to reveal my exact age, but I've been playing since 99. I was under 10 years old when I started playing Everquest. It's like when you start a kid playing chess when they're like 5, you know what I mean? They become really good, or in my case, okay, at the thing they do, but then they're bad at everything else in life. Superman, when does the laptop arrive? If your laptop doesn't arrive for another several days and you really, really want to go to the hole, I know what I would do. I would reinstall my operating system. July 7th, the whole EXP bonus will be gone. There's only one solution here. No, there's two solutions. One is Best Buy, and one is a fresh install. Yeah, Mace has the good idea right there. If you have a friend you trust, let him just get you there. Oof. Just hobbling through these ghouls has gotten us to almost 30%. have 2 wizards up. Dude, this guy's gonna die so fast. Casting in still. Resisted. Casting in still again. Oh, he got me. He's like 1 pixel away from being out of range. It's the first time EXP has ever been good this whole run. Dude, we killed a yellow con earlier and we got 5%. HEPA filters, the plan is to say oof really loud and run. We're taking this run 1 cast at a time. I try not to think about the future. I could at least take off my negative charisma gear. So that spot's weird. They run through the earth there and I can't nuke them. It's because of the water that's right there. Thank you, sir. This should be good EXP. He's only 1 level below me. Big Leok. You did it all in the hole, Leok? By the way, congratulations. That's inspirational for me to hear. Is that on a wizard or what class is that? Oh, Necromancer. Is a Necromancer ever truly solo? Some would say no. Have you gotten any FBSSs yet, Maze? Man, look at that, 32% already. I feel like a second ago I was at 27. Riker, you're just hurting my feelings, dude. I'm gonna go up there, Assassin's gonna spawn with a dagger, backstab me for 300 damage immediately. Chat, what do we think? Are we gonna get a guys tonight? What's the verdict? Oh, dude, you're right. It will proc. I think I could sit on a ladder, right? So I could just sit where I can view it, but he can't see me, even with IVU. Because I know he sees through IVU. Dude, this mana regeneration is hurting my feelings right now. The Curticus, thank you for the follow, dude. A spot behind the assassin? No, it's like one small room, and the barrels, like, they're client-side objects, I'm pretty sure, so they don't really count. He'll attack you through them. They'll interfere with you, but not with the mob. I found a cool trick with Bedroom earlier, like right before I started the stream up, basically. I'll show you guys as soon as I kill this last mob. He's melting. Dude, that's awesome, Camdolf. You gotta let me know how you're doing on that. So right where Sabrina's sitting, there is a mob that spawns here, a ghoul, and I can stand on this side of the wall with no IVU or anything and just taunt it. And it'll come over solo even if the room's fully spawned. So Camdolf, are you getting ready to start it, or have you already begun your Shadow Knight? What class are you right now, Superman? Or are you about to start fresh? Ooh, Shami. You should drop the Enchanter and go Shaman, and then with the Shaman you should box either a Monk, Shadow Knight, or Necromancer. Nice, Pope. That's a big win. What's up, Das Bout? Welcome back. Yeah, so you should do Shami, and then your box should be, in my opinion, a Necromancer, a Monk, or a Shadow Knight. So I want to get over there and start camping the Assassin, but like we're low on mana, and we need to redo 2 of our buffs. I guess Center doesn't cost much at all to redo, so we'll do that right now. Necro Shaman would be harder to play. Like, I think Necro Shaman would be more powerful. For sure. You'd be able to do more content solo. But it would be a lot harder. Shaman Monk is such a classic combo that everybody knows works really well together and is a lot of fun. So it's kind of a safer bet. People in the better camp, they oh shit. Rare creature. He's indifferent. Hey Pope, just so you know, if you're still at the assassin camp here, Ritualist is up not too far from you. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand back, enjoy that. Yeah, Shaman or Pet would tank the mobs. Don't die, Pope. I mean, Shaman can pretty much slow tank anything in Classic that you're going to want to kill, right? But long term, like really long term, Shaman Shadow Knight is probably the best. Just because the Shadow Knight can tank any kind of group content, like all the way up through the game, through the rest of the game pretty much. And with the Shaman, he's got a perfect duo partner. Slow plus tank plus heals plus Shaman dots, and Shadow Knight is like the best DPS of the tanks. Not that they're great DPS, but they're better than all the other tank classes. Alright, so we should be safe to sit here. Good to know, Pope. Superman, the next TLP will probably be out March or May of next year. So like 9 to 10 months-ish. I don't think so, Daspout. I mean, for one thing, it really wouldn't be hard for me to break the camp with Soothe and like IVU taunt. But people camping other stuff is kind of just part of EQ. And I honestly don't know that we're really ever going to find an assassin camp just totally available for us to walk into. It's so camped, and like 50s can just solo it.
I question the things whose true forms are invisible.
I'm happy enough just to have an opportunity to solo the assassin, 1v1 him. Yeah, if the Shadow Knight pops discs and really goes hard, they could do a ton of DPS. But it's like, what is that, like once an hour, once every 45 minutes, they can really pop off like that? Not making the same mistake we made last time. So I don't think that was the assassin PH, right? The assassin would have been like more to the right. That might have been just like the one that's always a trash mob no matter what. What level are you now, Riker? Oh my gosh, Superman, thank you so much. And Pope, congratulations on your sub, bro. Big Superman showing a lot of love tonight. Yeah, Ghoulbane would make it a lot easier. Cool, but pretty much from now until level 50. Like this is this is the final destination. Superman, this is absolutely crazy. Thank you so much. Another 9 gifted subs. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Superman dropping all the love on chat tonight. I guess if the assassin spawned and I wasn't watching, I wouldn't even know he was up, huh? We're almost there, boys. Hey, Goro. Have a good time at work, man. Thanks for stopping by. The files that you want to delete, Goro, are called spells new. Riker, you should crush 46 to 50, no problem, as a duo with the CXP bonus. Yeah, Gumbro, we're gonna have to solo the good old Shinlord, which I intend to do. It's just another one of those things where I've got to find the camp available. Yeah, Necro's so crazy, especially if you're like Maze, you know what to do with it and stuff. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit, we're gonna meet the requirements for trying partner either tonight or tomorrow. Like overnight, when my first day of streaming aged off, I gained a ton on my average. We're at 70, our required average is 75. Illuvian, thank you so much for the follow. I've heard the applications for partner can last a long time. It could be like 14 days. Agumbra, thanks for the follow. Can I hard target the assassin? It doesn't look like I can. Okay, he's not up. Maze, thanks for that big tier 2 sub, bro. Showing some love tonight. Thanks for the dad joke, Superman. You have proven that you are in fact a dad. Ergo, no. I haven't. I don't know if I would even say I've been intentionally trained yet. I was caught up in a train of someone who was power leveling and did not care about my presence, and we weathered that train pretty well and killed some of the mobs in the train that they were kind of like stealing from our camp. So Superman, like, If it seems like they're just trying to KS me and I win, then I take it. But if someone shows up and I get the feeling they're trying to like help me out, then I'm gonna kind of back off, you know what I mean? I don't want help, but people do sometimes try to KS or, you know, DPS race me. Gonna have to redo my spirit armor now. Alright, we're all buffed up and ready. We've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds on lay on hands. Superman, it's my UI. If you do !UI, you could see the UI I use, and it just default uses these icons. To be honest, I'm okay with them, but I prefer the other spell icons. But I really like the UI otherwise. C. Goodman, oh man, I'm so sorry I missed the local lore check. Hey Maze, big congrats, dude. What a year to have a kid. Rogue Shaman might be a decent duo. The problem with playing a rogue in any kind of combo is it's like, which class are you carrying a rogue with? Oh, my classic spell effects, Superman, I just delete the spells new. There's 2 spell files that are spells new, and if you delete both of them, boom, you have the old spells. But you have to bypass the patcher. All right, so Guk local lore. Let's get this. All right, so the Froglocks were created by Nathaniel Marr. He like cried a teardrop into the swamp, and the Froglocks were born out of that. Later, he would elevate them further, creating the playable race Froglocks that we see. But for now, we got the good old Froglocks of Guk. They are generally a goodly race. They're not default hostile with people who are neutral or good. However, they've been at war with the trolls for as long as they can remember. Guk is one of the zones, you know, since it's such an old zone, it's so popular, it's got multiple retellings of its lore, but one of the tellings of the lore of Guk suggests that after many years of war with the trolls, one day a female troll shaman who worshipped Inruk took it upon herself to plunge into the depths of Guk, surviving many assaults from the Froglocks. She went deep into the zone and called upon Inruk not to save her, but to unleash his hatred upon them and to curse all the Froglocks. And that birthed the Froglock ghouls as we know them now. From there on, the Froglocks have been fighting a 2-front war. They're fighting the trolls on the outside, and they're fighting their own former comrades and kin in the form of the Froglock ghouls beneath them. So the Froglock King and the Shin Lord fight to protect what's left of the Froglock society and city and defend it against the undead and the trolls. Now, that said, there is another tale that says that rather than it being the work of the trolls, it was instead a powerful Froglock himself who was studying the dark arts of necromancy. And in a ritual, something went wrong, and he inadvertently opened some kind of portal which caused the undead plague to be unleashed upon the Froglocks. Of course, that Froglock is who we now know as the Ghoul Lord. I haven't found anything in game which tells you which one is true, but both of those are floating out there. One cool note is that if you go into the Ghoul Lord's room and you check out the fire pots in there, he's got these fire pots with these little X's all over it. For some reason, I really pay attention to all the fire pot models in the game, and the ones with the X's are found almost nowhere else in the whole game besides this zone, and only in one other spot in the zone are they found. Most of the other ones have like a standard like Guk fire pot with like a Froglock head on it. These have X's, and it's like the same X that we see on this strange symbol in some other zones. The symbol that we associate with the Shissar calendar in EQ2, and that specific symbol we believe is the symbol for Bertoxilus, though I don't think it's ever confirmed explicitly. Tinabros, thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoyed that lore. It's a little bit better than what I had for the Inithul Swamp. No problem, man. It is my pleasure. Camdolf, I do. I love it's one of my favorite YouTube channels. I love when that guy puts out content. I wish he put it out more often. I'm getting worried that, I don't know, it just feels like something should be spawning. If I sit on this ladder, can no one else get up here? So Impulse, I'm just sitting on the ladder because one of the mobs that spawns can see through IVU, and I don't want to get jumped as soon as he pops. Pope, is that counting the one that I killed, or was the furthest one that you killed? Yeah, so the respawn should be like 20 minutes or 22 minutes, but right now the server population, or rather the zone population, slows it down. Yeah, one is super due. Gotta do that old ogre wall. They used to do them in Vox's room. All right, there we have a wizard. White con wizard, that's pretty scary. I need him to stop stunning me. Whew. Whew. I did not want to blow lay on hands. Man. What a rush. Let me invis myself. That'll be a good clip. I saw his last cast too was Tishan's Clash. I was like, here we go, boys. Man, good thing I have you. This guy would have murdered me just now. I think I'm far enough down right here to not get aggro if the assassin pops. I was sitting there and I was like, if this next spell hits me, it's all over. Even when it hit me, I was like, he could like melee me down while I'm casting this last nuke right now. Yeah, shout out to Pope, man. Big Pope hooking us up, letting us have this camp that he was at. Dude, no one can ever say that we played it safe. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, Pope. Let's see, our next buff is going to be center. Yeah, for a little bit, I played it safe. I was just taking advantage of my opportunity there, Daspout. So, I understand that the assassin, and that was the sup PH. There we go. Uh-oh. Alright, boys, we're going to heal up and we're going to go for it. Pope, hopefully no one tries to kill steal this while we leave it up for a minute. Man, he's a yellow con named. Very scary. Alright, so we killed the first one not too long ago. We killed the second one. This should be the last mob in the camp. He doesn't see through IVU. I'm just gonna have to met up a little bit. Like, we really want to go in as prepared as possible for this. But I don't think we should get an ad up there, right? Mr. Jones, I didn't get a chance to turn in any more rubies, unfortunately. Ithkira, yeah, I'm using the old spell graphics. You can get it by deleting spells new. There's 2 spells new files in your directory which you can delete. Here we go. We got slow. Oh, it looks like possible. It looks possible. Oh, that's really bad, dude. I don't know where this... Oh, it's over there. It's just proximity aggro. It's not actually on me. I gotta watch I don't get low HP aggro. Here we go, boys. Bag. Okay, but it feels good to have it done. Dude, look at that. Look at that, chat. We're champions. Can't stop, won't stop. We did it. Thank you, thank you. Where are you now, Prathin? You can't stop the Paladin. Thanks, Ender. Nobby Knobs, I'm gonna get you that local lore, but I need a moment to let my heart rate return to normal. It was close, man. You know, I was really worried. First, I thought that the thing that popped up in extended target was a mob who spawned on top and was going to jump down to aggro us somehow. But then I saw it was just down the hall and we had proximity aggro on it. Then I was like, I'm going to get low HP aggro on this and he's going to run through and smoke me at the end. Soul Mort, what's going on, dude? So the next mob is due any moment now, basically, I think. I wish we had a bit more time, because we're going to be low on mana for heals and stuff. Hey, glad you got your internet back, dude. There's the assassin. It's gonna happen, boys. I'm not even gonna mess with Endure Magic. We're just gonna let it fade. We're just gonna med to Fool. We're just gonna med to Fool, pull this guy down, and we're gonna kill him. No dagger in his hand? It looks like no... Oh, no, he's got a dagger, dude. He's got a dagger. That's a dagger, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, he's definitely got the dagger. Oh, he goes invis. I don't think there's anything we can do about it, man. I don't think that there's any way that we could kill him if he's got a dagger. Even if it's fine steel, he's gonna backstab me. All right, chat. You think we should try it? LOH is up. He's a blue con. I should be able to get root off. Slowly walk my ass out of here. Sucks we can't target him now. Alright, so we got like 50 mana to gain. That's actually over a nuke, so we want to get that. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a mallet for sure. Here we go. He's hitting those big backstabs. 115. The proc. Feels bad, boys. The proc. Dang, dudes. You saw it here first. Man. I can't even cure this crap. Do you guys like that music choice? Yeah, they backstab from the front. It's crazy. That's why I was so worried about it. Like, he's gonna backstab me no matter what. Fine Steel or Magical Dagger, it doesn't even matter. He's gonna hit me. Yeah, it's not a normal like bonus attack. He's getting the real backstab in. Yeah, that was the Ryu theme. That was Street Fighter 2, Ryu. Nice, Ender. Congrats, dude. Thanks, Pope. I really appreciate this, man. Ryu. Ryu. I hope no one tries to steal this camp from me now. I feel like we've really earned it, you know? Like, I've paid the iron price for this camp now. Angel, we just killed the assassin, so we're good for a couple minutes. That's a fair statement, Ender. Yeah, we need Guile music next time. I'll cue it up. Don't worry, Das. You'll win one next time. Is it messing with your head, Riker? You show his role to me. All right, please EQ. Just no more wizards up here. No more level 35 wizards. I'll take 34 and below. I'll take 34 and below anything. Same thing, Maze. Maze, usually you have to zone nowadays to make it update your who, unfortunately. Either you or I would have to zone to see the accurate check. Yeah, right? Rip, sorry, Maze. Congrats on 50 again, though.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oof. Rip, Banish isn't online. Banish is our friend who made the cleric. Solo self-found hardcore. He's 34 right now. Sorry, I just realized I probably had this music a little too loud. We pumped it up a little bit for the fight before. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm surprised the AOF wasn't like perma-camped. D. Labruski, it is, you go into your EQ folder and you delete spells new. And that'll give you the old animations and graphics. There's 2 spells new files you have to delete. And then you've got to be able to bypass the launcher by using the patch me trick. Oh yeah, clerics with the undead nukes are way better. Like he got the undead nuke that I'm using right now at like level 20 something. He's already 1 tier higher than me, and I don't get that tier till 46, and he gets a few more spells. You know, I posted a link to it earlier, but Goro was saying it didn't work for him, so I'm hesitant to repost it. Give me a sec. Let me check mine out. So you make a shortcut in EQ, like you make a shortcut of your EQ executable file, drag it to your desktop, or copy it to your desktop, whatever. Then you open up the properties, and in the target section of your properties, after the quotation marks, you add the word patch me. 1 word. It should appear as this. I'll paste it in chat. Yep, exactly like me and Mace posted. All right, One Ghoul Knight, I like it, I like it. Dang, this guy like rooted me as we were falling. He wanted this. Hopefully we don't get a supplier again. Oh, we're fucked. We just actually got... Someone did some damage to that thing. Still on me though. Dude, that wizard wanted me till its last breath. I think that's the Pather that spawns there, right? Pope killed it, but it looked like pathing was so bad we could have just ran to the zone line once we popped LOH. But now we're back at this with no lay on hands. Bard is more original, but a lot of the fun of the Bard might be gone nowadays with Melody. It's all good, Pope. I mean, like, it's just one of those things I can't really help. You know, if I was a player and I saw someone running through, I would probably do the same thing, try to get that EXP or whatever. I think we were safe either way once we got LOH off. Now we just gotta face the fact that our next combat is gonna be without LOH as a cushion. Yeah, see, a lot of the really fun things about being a Bard are no more. Setfer, were you here a couple minutes ago when we soloed the supplier and the assassin with a dagger? Yeah, supplier was Yellowcon. I'll try to wait Dasp out. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got the bag from the supplier, unfortunately. And of course, we actually had like a critical fail. It was just really hard for no reason. We got a bag and a dagger we can't use. I can vendor it, that's it. We'll save it and we'll use it on a rogue one day, chat. The Loam Robe can actually drop off like random mobs in there, right? I know it drops off Yale pretty commonly, but you could also just get it off trash. Oh, that's the fucking wrong way. See, what I want to avoid is pulling them. I want to pull them down here, but not get social aggro from stuff that spawns over there. I'm gonna root this guy for some safety. Get a heal on myself. It's funny, man. These are like tougher than the named. It's not good when you see someone sprint past you right here like that. All right, I think... Honestly, I don't even know what's next. I guess the next one is going to be Supplier and Assassin, right? Those are the two PHs? Are the two, like, trash spawns? Sorry, I missed a little chat there in the combat. I'll come back and read through it now. Yeah, Yams. We had to burn the LOH because we had a wizard spawn on top of us while we were fighting another mob. And I was kind of low on HP. He didn't actually nuke me. He never landed a spell on me, I don't think, but I just didn't want to take a chance. We fought another wizard to like 150 HP without burning it. We killed the supplier and the assassin with a dagger, and we didn't burn it. But EQ got us. Jukarkin, I do have a DA clicky. You can see it's all the way here in my oh shit slot at the bottom right. So we have that. It doesn't. How long does DA last? $18 seconds. Okay, that could be pretty good. For some reason in my head, I was thinking it was 6 seconds, and I was like, well, that's good enough to just like cry a little bit before I die. We could pretty much hit the zone line in 18 seconds. We do also have 6 light healing potions we didn't use. It's a little over 300 HP, what, almost 400 HP of healing there, instant. You know, it's that video game thing where you're afraid to use it. You always think there'll be a better moment, and by the time you realize it's too late, and you just never used it. I feel like I've overcome a good part of myself by even clicking this hammer tonight. I'm gonna need to do another Endure Magic in 10 minutes. Anyone know how many minutes ago we killed the Ghoul Assassin? You know what, I guess I could look at my loot messages, huh? No, I can't. The supplier died 30 minutes ago. So we probably killed his PH already, right? The assassin died at 43. So 23 minutes ago we killed the assassin. Hey, REFV, thanks for the follow. It's that bonus EXP zone line. We got it, boys. Here we go. No slow necessary. Did something heal me? Boom. Feels good. Thank you guys. So much easier when he doesn't have a dagger to backstab you with and proc Dooming Darkness. All right, let's check out the new digs. Pope, thank you for letting us have this camp for about an hour. Very much appreciated, man. You are the greatest. Man, that feels good. I need to IVU and get somewhere safe very quickly. You can only have so much good luck in one day. Yeah, this looks good. Feels good. Yeah, but you know what? It looks better than the human look of the ribcage. It's cool though. We know that we can camp that again in a couple levels. It'll be a little bit safer for us, and we could probably farm a thick banded belt. We're not 36 yet. I mean, I could go check on the Ghoulbane. I think I could maybe do it, but it's probably camped. Valk, I don't. I don't think I'll ever get a haste item. I'd have to be able to solo Frenzy. The Myconid Spore King is not in the game right now, so I can't get the gloves. Yeah, he's got LOH, but so do I. Yeah, I really don't have any options to get haste on this run, realistically. Go to Kedge, try to kill a seahorse. Dude, I still can't believe that we killed the other two spawns. Like, that was just nuts. I never would have thought that we were capable of doing it. I mean, you know, we clicked a mallet, but... So you're saying I should not zone out of lower Guck right now? We're probably good to go. Clear some of the trash mobs here now. Make sure the Pathers aren't up. This is bad. I feel invincible now. It's not how you want to feel. Setver, you'll have to shoot me a link on that one. If you know what it is called, just post it in the chat. It's charged. Is it hard to get? Do you think this ghoul looks at me and seeing that I'm using the mask from the assassin, he knows he's outmatched? Like he's just engaging in a futile conflict right now? Oh yeah, her room's tough. She's the one that used to drop the J boots, right? I mean, haste is such a big impact that any haste would be good, but they're not in the game, so I can't get them. They're 12%. Yeah, this is the most fun I've had in EQ in a long time. No drama, just all fun. Hanging out with chat, doing what we thought was not possible. Dwarves can make large armor, they just can't wear large armor, Slahawk. You missed it, Nuker. Hey, thanks, Maze, thanks. Yeah, we got it, Das. The assassin without a dagger was a total chump. Do I? You know what? I should add a command that lets you see the commands. I just have that like auto update bot. Kung Ollie, thank you for the follow. I've been thinking about doing a duo SSF. Well, you know, a DSF run Superman. I think Setver was suggesting it. Right? We've come a long way from High Keep. Or at least it feels that way. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I just don't know if I could break and solo that room. I mean, I could break it, I'm sure, but I don't know if I could solo it. Camdolph? I don't think so. I mean, maybe way in the future for like Gates of Discord. Oh, you're right. I gotta update this list. Thank you very much. There we go. Hey, Superman. So the IV hoop is called Evander's hoop. It's just an item that you can get from the quest Linuga's gem collection. And what it does is, well, first it's a really good item. Like the stats on it are better than what I have by a long shot. But more importantly, it's got 5 or 6 charges of a spell called Spirit Tap, which is a high-level Necromancer life tap. And I think it would be pretty critical for me to have it in order to kill the Shin Lord. It's basically going to let me overcome his healing. And since it's a life tap, I'm going to get HP back every time I use it. The problem is it's ultra rare. Entertainment has some stats on it because he's been turning in a ton of rubies. So you have to turn in a ruby, which is 135 platinum, and you could get one of 3 items. 2 of the items are worth 70 plat, and one of them is the IV hoop. The mob that you turn it into hated me by default, so I had to faction up. And then she's also a rare mob that people sometimes kill. So you've got to just kind of hopefully run into her. Man, you know, I thoughtlessly just ran into the next mob here, not realizing I wasn't healed or anything. Nah, Das, I think we're gonna try to pull him to the zone line. I can't nuke him because he's not undead. So it's just gonna be a melee fest. He's gonna use lay on hands and a bunch of heals at some point. And we're gonna kind of hope that with our own heals, our own mana pool, our own LOH, the slow hammer, and the IV hoop, we'll be able to reduce his DPS and kind of beat him. Basically, you know, most mobs start healing around 30%-ish. I'd like to get him to 30 and then maybe just pop all 6 charges of the IV hoop and burn him right down to dead before he has a chance to resolve a heal. But we'd have to do that after he uses lay on hands. I have 3 rubies right now. Yeah, autopilot could be definitely very scary. Yeah, Des, that's a good idea. Like, I don't know if I root him, maybe he'll stand back and spam stun at me. Yeah, it's only got 6 charges. I can't recharge it on the server or anything. It's double faction, double rares, double EXP. Or not double, but 76% increase. Jones, I thought about it, but Lesser Fate Arc is just kind of like a pretty dangerous zone, so I haven't messed with it too much. Yeah, I think the Redwood Wands is what he's talking about, Mace. This EXP is too fast. I'm falling behind on my skill ups. Yeah, on P99, Clicky's got nerfed now. You can't recharge most of them. And if you get Soulfire and you're not a Pally, it comes with no charges on it by default. Gotta farm Reapers all day. Well, honestly, on P99, recharging clickies was really being abused. Some people, like a small percentage of the population in 1999, knew about recharging clickies. Very small, to be honest. P99, everybody was doing it. And it was causing certain camps to just become like impossible to do because top guilds permanently locked them down. Like, it was, if you weren't in the top guild, getting a Soulfire was almost impossible because they would have, like, every member would have a Soulfire in order to use the C-Heal clickies for classic raids. And also just having those classic, those charges during classic raids kind of trivializes them. In classic raids, even on P99, dude, they're not hard. Even, you know, P99 is much harder than TLP for most combat scenarios, but the raid mobs are very trivial. Right. Honestly, I think the most broken thing in EQ right now is not EQ at all. It's not EQ related. It's voice communications. Everyone remembers back in the day having to type all that crap out during raids. Like, just having to type everything made it so much slower when typing was the main communication form. I know, you know, I've heard stories of guilds that were kind of ahead of their time and had voice communication back in 99, 2000. But, dude, the guilds I was in certainly didn't. And coordination is just so much easier with voice comms. Yeah, Minion, I've been hearing that the zone lines are pretty rough right now. Yeah, by Planes of Power, it was getting a lot more modernized. And you know, another thing is you saw that that was a factor because the raids were getting more complex and difficult. Imagine trying to do a lot of the Gates of Discord raids with text only. Like mask clicks and stuff. I don't know, just for like OMM. It just seems like it would be a real nightmare to try to go back and do that without voice. But the downside, maybe this is just me, the downside to all that is that we got so used to talking in voice all the time for EQ that like when you join a pug, like a random group, oh shit. Uh-oh. I don't know if I can kill this. Why is there a basilisk there? When you join a pug now for a random group, like people almost never talk because they're so used to using voice, but in pugs you're not like in a Discord channel or a TeamSpeak server together. So I've seen pugs where it's like mostly radio silence. Yeah, I don't know why they removed Enrage. I thought Enrage was cool. Like, please pay attention. Don't like zone out mentally while you're fighting raid mobs. They're dangerous right to the last second. I'm gonna try to kill this, even though everything I know about basilisk mobs in EQ tells me it's a bad idea. Alright, look at this stun. Dude, I'm still stunned. He proceeded to bash me for another quick stun. Yeah, we're gonna zone this when this next stun wears off. 10 out of 10, would not do this again. Zone line time, boys, let's see it. Yeah, imagine no Gina, right? I don't know where that basilisk is normally located. Oof. Regime, this is actually the first day in a long time that it's been bad. We assume it's because of the EXP bonus. I want to say for like the last 2 weeks, it's been like pretty much buttery smooth. Chat can back me up on that or tell me if I'm wrong. I think Gina becomes mandatory eventually. Well, if you want to play perfectly, Gina is mandatory. It seems like it would be like very hard to I don't know, like let's look at a sort of mid-range raid, Performer in Depths of Dark Hollow. Doing that with only audio triggers or just somehow just reading your chat, seems like it would be so hard. And now you might not wipe your raid by not using Gina, but you would probably miss a few triggers. I know someone in the chat's gonna be like, hey, I don't use Gina, I did Performer, I don't miss anything. But your average player would probably miss a lot of triggers on a Performer by not using Gina. When I was in, when we were in TFO, which was the first guild I was in that went all the way, you know, up through and past Depths of Dark Hollow, that was actually the fight where we said, okay, everyone in the guild, mandatory, has to have this Gina trigger package now. All right, well, I guess we're gonna go check on the Shin Lord so that we don't zone again for no reason. Shin Lord is down here. Auto run for the lose. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I had a bug on me, and that was a literal emergency. Rip, I got it. Dude, you guys know exactly how I feel. If this bug had landed on me while we were fighting the supplier, I would be dead right now. And you know the worst thing about when like a bug lands on you? It's like every little thing you feel after that. Mentally, you're like, it's a bug. Chat, I'm sure you guys can tell I do not come to the Shinlord camp very often. Feels bad, man. It's camped. We could be the third paladin in the Gulbane line. This looks like a cleric. Wait a second, guys. We gotta swag out. Wow, they've been there for 12 hours with the bonus rares. That's terrible. All right, RMTing Gulbanes for 12 hours. Aw, Maze, that's not nice. Yeah, the bonus is running on EQ1. I need to close this tell window because my chat keeps defaulting to it. There probably is Leok, but I don't want to zone again. Thanks, Das Boot. I'm too lazy to do it until someone tells me to do it. Oof, that thick bandit belt. So jealous. I'm not sure what that means. Are you telling me to log off for the night, Daspout? I'm really confused as well. They've said they've been here since the server came up. He's appeared, but no swords. That'll be the worst part if he spawns and he doesn't have the sword and I have to like go to all the effort of killing him, but I can't. I basically don't get anything for it. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Man, that joke went way over my head. Honestly, once I say something, the moment it's out of my mouth, I've already forgotten what I said. First things first. All right, now let's go. I just assume it's faster to go this way. I feel like I'm wrong now. It's actually a good point. Let's check. Rip. I mean, it looks fine in here anyway. With the gamma down. Rip. Man, this guy's stacked. Oh, we've got the tail lag. They don't. The Myth two-hander haste overwrites the FBSS haste. Super suboptimal to be wearing the FBSS. If you're wielding a Myth two-hander, you should have a thick banded belt there. I mean, he cons red to me. Well, if it's camp, there's not really a whole lot of point in us sticking around here. Oh, hey, that's the guy who happened to send us a tell. I didn't even notice that. I kind of want to know where that goes. It goes to the good old vent. Right? This is how you know that the Froglocks were destined for great things. Looks like he got a PH. His target is a Shin Knight. The mob who drops the pet item is in this next room, I think, right? We'll know if it's camped. What's up, Noob Cake? Dude, that's a legit. That sounds like a very legit classic style rumor. He's not a rare mob, so it's not the priest. Maybe the priest is the PH. A Froglock summoner. You know, there's some truth to that. The in the beta, Lake Wrath did have Megalodon, a large shark NPC that he had for like 350s, like in the Nagafin range. I don't think he dropped any loot. He dropped like shark meat. There is another good reason to hug the walls though, and that is Prince Kermit Karupi or whatever. Get that nice level 39 harm touch. Gypsy, we held assassin and sup thanks to Pope, who let us take his camp for about an hour. We killed 2 assassins and 1 supplier. We got a bag and a mask and a dagger. Of course, we can't use the dagger, but yeah, I mean, ooh, let me tell you, I probably shaved a couple years off my life with my blood pressure during some of those fights. Let's go check out my Nuga. What's up, Frank? How is the new expansion going for you, dude? Oh, you played in the beta? I wish I had played in the beta. That would have been so cool. Good evening, good evening. Yep. We wrapped up our Dark Elf mask tonight. Feels good. I don't need to let this resolve. I'm already a Dark Elf. It does feel kind of like I'm running slower. They're shorter, so it should feel faster because they're shorter. Yep, Gypsy Prince. That's the only thing left I have to spend plat on, to be honest. I bet, man. Everything was a mystery. Remember when no one knew how to do the epics? Everyone was working on them at the same time. Cool, but if you want to be a good soloer, I would give Paladin 0 out of 10 points. He's camping you, Riker? I think it's the increased server load from the double EXP. Or not double, but you know what I'm talking about, the bonus EXP. Oh yeah. Dude, if I get 50 on this character, we're gonna have to have everybody in chat like meet up in some location and take a big screenshot. Where should we meet, chat? We meet in Plane of Fear. I tricked chat into raiding Plane of Fear for me. Chat, when I hit 50, let's all meet in Lady Vox's room. Actually, Jukarkin, that is a great idea. We should do it at the Air Dune Memorial in East Corona. Yeah, I saw that set for. It's changed to Ellie Droth. Yeah, it's pretty rough out here on those zone timers. I don't think she despawns. Players just kill her for the quest. Usually she'll spawn like every couple days and then stay up for a little while if you're lucky. Dude, how embarrassing would that be? We roll up, hey, what's that corpse doing there, dude? I need to be careful. We do have that basher out here somewhere. Right. I'm surprised no one's done something like that. That's a good idea. Gotta get that good screenshot. Alright guys, I know yesterday was a longer stream. We did 5 hours and change. Tonight I gotta take care of some stuff in the evening. I've enjoyed our 3 hours. We had some really awesome fun, some big gains. If you enjoyed it and you haven't already followed, go ahead and do so. These guys sell shaman spells. And in a second, we're gonna go ahead and start a raid. Here we go.
Some people, maybe. I feel like there's a lot of roads we can go down in regards to if it would have worked or not. I don't know if by the end of the game we'll have a clear, concise decision. Yo, Zaide with the big raid of 117. Bro, you got it like that? You got the juice like that on Twitch? I didn't know you had the juice like that. And you sharing it, though? You sharing it, though. Appreciate you, bro. I am Dude 71. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to Wavy Nation. Solid Moo, you as well. Welcome.
The more the merrier.
Yo, God, you got. I didn't know you had the juice like that, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I had no idea. Congratulations to you for having the juice like that, brother. I didn't know it was like that. Came through stunting. Wrecked 24/7.